Good evening everybody, I hope you're all okay. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are in a slightly different place than what we're usually in with the nice backdrop. I thought today we could do, in the girls talk video, we could do a bit of a skincare routine, bit of a winding down for bed. To be honest, I feel absolutely knackered tonight. I don't know why. I think everything that's happened this week with the whole Sarah Everard situation, to be honest, has just totally like crushed me. Felt so emotional about it all week, and just with the protests and everything now, it just kind of just feels like, oh my god, don't know if we're ever going to do this, but of course we will, we always do. So I thought I'd answer some of your questions. You guys wanted this second video. I was not sure whether the first one would even go down very well, but as soon as I posted it and I got the reaction, people were like, oh my god, loved it, want more, can you talk about this, can you talk about that, blah blah blah. So of course I'm more than happy to talk about it. I'm an open book, as I've always said. So I've asked you guys to ask me some more questions, which I will go through. And yeah, let's just have a bit of a catch up, bit of a skincare. I wouldn't even say it's a routine, to be honest. I'm not even gonna go as far to say that, because I mean, yeah, I'm no skincare guru at all, but this is just what I do on an evening. It doesn't take me long at all, so yeah. Anyway, let's get started into the first question. Somebody has asked me, how did you challenge traditional gendered roles when you first started living together? So, where's my hairband? So I would say this is actually a really tricky question to answer, because in all honesty, I still don't really feel like I challenge the gender roles in our household like I probably should, and like I would tell my friends to, and like I will tell my daughter to. So when it comes to gendered roles, I don't really know. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I do the cooking, I do the cleaning, pretty much. Dale always helps me and is never ever, you know, funny about helping me at all. He'll always help me. We always, you know, whoever cooks washes up, and we're good like that. But Dale, and I've said this before, I think Dale comes from quite a traditional background. His mum very much did quite a lot of the cleaning and the cooking, and that worked for them, and that was great. I'm kind of the opposite way round. My mum does the cooking and cleaning, but my dad does his fair share too. So when I moved out, I was convinced, I was like, he's gonna help me with everything like my dad does, and well, it doesn't always work out like that, does it? I mean, all of us ladies know, we all try, but sometimes it just doesn't always fly. But I'd say I definitely do challenge it, and he does help me. I wouldn't say it is a 50-50 job. Like when it comes to cleaning the toilet, Dale doesn't want to know, but yet he'll happily take a massive great poo in one. So yeah, to answer your question, I don't really know how I challenged it really. Okay, question number 2 is, what is your views on sex toys, and would you bring them into the relationship? So, sex toys. So my view on sex toys is kind of just like, great, if that is what you like doing, that's what you like using, then absolutely go ahead. They do play a slight role, but I'd say extremely minimal role in our sex life. I'm not really sure why that is. I don't know whether it's, no, I don't know whether that is because we just never really, I don't know, just never really, I know it sounds weird, we never really needed them, but sometimes they are nice to use because it just breaks things up a little bit. And yeah, I don't really have any opinions on them really. I think if they're good, if you like using them, then great. I never really, before Dale, would have even considered using a sex toy in a relationship basis. I would have only kind of thought it was for like yourself, but like obviously now I know that you can use it together, and it's great. But I would say they play a very minimal role in our sex life. We have tried them and they still come out now and again. Okay, so question number 3, somebody's asked me, what has been the most challenging thing you've ever overcome? This is a tricky one, because when I was thinking about it, in all honesty, I felt like very lucky actually, because I felt as though I haven't really, you know, some people could answer that off the bat straight away and say this and this, and you know, they've had a really tough upbringing and life and teenagehood or whatever, but I don't really know, you know, there was only a couple of things that sprung to mind for me. First thing I'd say, and some people might laugh at this, by the way, I'm just taking my makeup off with the Elemis Cleansing Balm. I spoke about that in my January favourites video. Got it for Christmas and it was just the best thing in the world. So yeah, I'd say the actual first thing that sprung to my mind, and some people might laugh at this, but this did really shit me up basically, was when I split up with my first long-term boyfriend. I was 18 at the time, and we'd been on and off really for 4 years, and I absolutely adored him. And he was, it's funny now you think about it, I don't actually know if he was my first love now. Well, I can clearly say actually he wasn't my first love. It was kind of like a losing the first love situation, and I found that incredibly tough. It's kind of a situation where you're young and you think you're going to stay together forever, and you don't, and that's quite hard to, it's quite hard to get through really. I just felt so heartbroken by the whole situation. So I'd actually say that was definitely one of the things I really struggled to overcome, and something that just, I don't know really, it just totally knocked me for 6. I'd say the other thing that I found really hard to overcome, and I still do daily I think, is running a business. And again, that sounds like, you know, champagne problems or whatever, but I find that really difficult being a young age. Like, you have just sometimes got to be like your own kind of cheerleader with it, and you've got to have the motivation every day to get up and run it, and, you know, pay taxes and get things paid on time, and it is just quite difficult. But I was doing a little double cleanse with the Kylie Skin foaming face wash. I'm trying to double cleanse now because I didn't the other day and I saw what was on the pad and it was disgusting. And I really like this one, it's lovely. So yeah, I'd say running a business is also a really difficult thing to overcome, and losing a family friend a few years ago just absolutely again knocked me for 6, and I just found that incredibly difficult, and yeah, it was a really tough time. So yeah, that was another one. But yeah, apart from that, I've lived, and I will happily admit and appreciate how lucky I am. I would say I've lived a very lucky life to have those 3 things as the biggest things I've overcome. Also some health issues, like I've had really bad reflux, I've had a couple of operations now in my throat, which have been quite tough, but yeah, that's probably what I would say, to be honest. Okay, somebody has said, did you ever hint about getting engaged? Been hinting for the last 5 years and still nothing. No, yeah, I did. I absolutely categorically did hint. And am I afraid to say it? Am I ashamed to say it? No, I'm not actually. I couldn't give a shit. So yeah, I did hint. I hinted for about 2 years. We were together for 5 years when he proposed. 6 years. And yeah, I did hint, and I did show him rings that I liked, and I didn't know he was going to do it then. In fact, I almost kind of gave up really around that time. I thought, oh, he's just never going to do it, and then he did it. So yeah, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I use the Cowshed Refreshing Toner on my skin. Really like that toner. It's so nice. So yeah, I did hint, and it is hard. I think you've honestly just got to have an outright honest conversation, because if they don't want to get engaged, then like, what is the point? Like, you're wasting your time if you do. So yeah, have the conversation, try and give up. Like, honestly, if they say they want to get married and they want to get engaged, just accept it and just move on, and your time will come, because it can be a bit draining otherwise. But yeah, I did hint, and I'm not ashamed to say it, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, what I've just put on my face there is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Serum. Absolutely love that, it's so lovely. Somebody else has asked me, what is the kinkiest thing you've ever done? In all honesty, I don't really know. By the way, this is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturising Lotion. It's gonna focus, probably not. I really like this as well. Yeah, I don't really know, to be honest. I am not the overliest, kinkiest person in the room. Never have been, never will be probably. I'm not saying I'm a bore, because that's also very much not true. When it comes to kinky, I'm not like whips and chains. Like, I just, no, just drop me out. I can't be arsed. I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to be bitten. I don't want to be, I don't know, probably sound really boring, but that is just the truth of it. And I know that a lot of girls feel like that as well, like they're boring if they don't like that kind of stuff. But I just think in reality, like, does anyone, or are we all just saying that? I don't know, some people probably do, but it's not for me. So when it comes to the kinkiest thing I've ever done, I would probably say, I'm going to say that because I feel like that's quite private, but I will say whatever some people think is kinky, like, I'm probably not it. That is it. That was all the questions I had this time. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all soon. Bye.